welcome to this week's edition of the Final Gallop. It is episode 244 and is proudly supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group and PlayUp. This week we will preview our 6 runners on the card at Eagle Farm on Saturday, but firstly a big welcome back to trainer Tony Gollan, fresh from his European let-up. Good morning, Tony. Was it a really good break for you?
Yeah, good morning, Claire. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I had a great time. One of my longest friends got married over there in Spain. And certainly everyone celebrated really well. It was a terrific wedding and it was just good to be a part of it. And we had a nice little break. We caught up with a few clients while we were overseas as well. We happened to be hooning about Europe, so it was pretty good. It was short and sweet, and we're back firmly into the groove now. The kids were certainly very happy to see us on Sunday as we were to see them, I must admit, and great to be back here at work. And the stable's been doing a great job while we've been away. I know I've been off this show for a few weeks now because the Thursday before I went away I wasn't on either, but stable's done a great job while we've been away. I think last week was an excellent week really for the stable, and just goes to show all the work that everyone does to make me be able to get on here and make me look like I know what I'm talking about. So exactly. The team's doing a really good job behind the scenes, and that's been very evident in the past fortnight while I've been away. So I'm very appreciative of the job that we all do, that everyone does here.
Okay. Speaking of the great time that we have had, we did have 11 winners since last Wednesday, including Count to Beans and Sneaky 5 at Doomben on Saturday. Yeah,
really good. I mean, you probably touch on a few more as we go into it, but I thought that those 2 horses particularly were really good. We went to Rockhampton as well, which is our usual country, we always support that carnival. I really love that carnival. I enjoy getting up there, and we have a lot of clients up there in central Queensland, and it's just good to get up there and be a part of it. And we come away with the trainer's bonus again. We hung on by 1 point, and obviously answered that nasty little fall in the cup. And for those of you out there obviously want to know how she was, she's obviously good. She rode a double yesterday at Doomben, so she bounced through it really well. But it was a really good trip up the Rocky for Cav. He took the team up there, which he does most years, and we got away with the trainer's bonus. We won quite a few races. Didn't win either of the features. I think we were a little bit unlucky in the Newmarket, and obviously the horse fell in the cup, which was pretty ordinary. But then back here at Doomben, so you mentioned Count the Bean, Sneaky 5, they were great. Both of them have been out of the winners list all winter, just for different reasons. Things not going right. Both found their really suitable surface. Yeah. We've both ridden excellently. Ryan Maloney's ride on Count the Beans was just, if you want to watch how to ride Doomben, anyone out there, that's how you ride Doomben. If you've got a horse in the second half of the field, you take shortcuts and you present at the right time. And Benny Thompson on Sneaky 5, he rode what was in front of him. It was just good to see. If you were playing footy, we called eyes up footy, and that was eyes up riding. He just rode the race out, presented to him. So they were both terrific wins, and I'll touch on what my winner of the week was a bit later.
Okay, on to the Brisbane Racing Club Metro meeting at Eagle Farm on Saturday. The rail will be in the 1 metre position. The track is currently a good 4 with a forecast for mostly sunny days ahead. How do you think this late winter track will race on Saturday?
Well, I don't know about mostly sunny days. It's not a very sunny day here today. It's
only
cold,
a little bit
overcast, and a little bit of drizzle. So I think that there was a bit of drizzle last night. Might have been at Southport or wherever it is you live. Helens Vale, I don't know where it is down there somewhere on the coast. But it was a little sherry last night, but the track will be good. It'll be a good 4. It's been racing really well, Eagle Farm. It's done a good job all carnival, and it's just racing in good shape. So I'd imagine it'll race fair. I can't see anything negative to it. It's a track now you actually got to ride a race on, which is good. Horses got to get the right runs in transit, which I think is terrific. So it's racing well. It'll present as good as what it has been.
Okay, we will start with race 2, which is the Class 3 plate over the 1,000 metres. Devastating will run in this. We actually have 3 runners, but we'll start with Devastating. He'll carry 57.5 kilos. Ryan Maloney will ride him from barrier 6. Devastating is paying $6.50 to win and $2.40 for the place with PlayUp. He's first up on Saturday after 12 months off the racetrack with an injury. He does have a solid base underneath him, topped off with a nice trial win over 1,000 metres last week. Yeah,
he's 400 days or something between runs, so he's a while between, but he's a lovely big athletic horse. When they see him parade on Saturday, he won't look like a horse at 400 days. He looks nice and fit. He's really up to the mark. His trials have been good. In fact, his last trial last Tuesday week ago, on giving ground, soft ground, which has never been to his liking, was very, very good. So that sort of suggests to me that he's in pretty good shape, this horse. He's going really well. He looks good. His work here early in the week was terrific. He likes Eagle Farm. He liked it when it was not as good as what it is now. So he's particularly going to love it now. That's good, mate, isn't it? He's particularly going to love it now. I think the track's beautiful. So I think he's a really forward. So don't be put off with him with the big space between runs, particularly at the 1,000.
Okay. Second runner we'll talk about is Northern Pride. He'll carry 55.5 kilos. Martin Harley will ride drawn barrier 4 with PlayUp. He's paying $14 to win and $4 for the place. He's another one that's first up on Saturday, and he did win his maiden last prep over 1,200 metres. He may need this run, but was given an easy trial last week and a dirt jump out a couple of weeks prior to that.
Yeah, he's in pretty good shape. this horse. He's had a couple of jump outs this time back, and talk about stable and form, which we are at the moment. Bloody that rider, Martin Harley, he's in great form. He's riding winners everywhere. He rode winners in Rocky, he rode Grafton and morning winner yesterday.
Yep.
He's in really good form, so it's good to have Marty doing a little bit of riding for us now.
Yep.
This horse is in good order. I was a bit torn which way to go, but I drew the barriers sort of told me which way I had to go here. I had him in the 3-year-old race as well. 1200 was probably a bit more suitable, but barrier 20 wasn't. So we're here at the 1000. He'll settle in the second half. There is good speed in this. He'll really hit the line well. I possibly think he's just going to want the 1200 after this run.
Okay. Third runner is Little Wonder. She'll carry 53.5 kilos. Angela Jones will ride barrier 7. With PlayUp, she is paying $5 to win and $2 for the place. She is a newcomer to the stable for this preparation, and she is a city winner by this Toronado filly, and she won a trial last week to bring her up to the mark.
Yeah, well, Sweat Rider's in form. Angela Jones in good form. This filly new to the stable. From our little Darwin connection up there, Justin Coleman and his crew sent her up from Melbourne to us. She is going beautifully. She's a lovely, strong filly. She's obviously turning 4. She looks like a 4 or 5 year old now. She's a beautiful type, lovely big strong girl. She possesses good natural speed. Probably she's been more suited to the 1200, but I just think those early runs at the shorter trips were probably immature. She's probably an immature horse being a Toronado anyway as a 2-year-old. So I wouldn't be put off by the 1000. I had her in the 1200 as well, but barriers sort of sent me this way. I reckon she'll race in the first couple of pairs. She's got good natural speed and she's got really good ability. Do I have her in front of Devastating? Well, I just don't know as much about her, but what I do know is that she's very fit. She's very well. She'll improve off this naturally because she's a big girl, and there's a nice race in a fortnight as well for her. So, look, I'll probably find it hard to split her and Devastating in this race. I just know that 1000 at Eagle Farm, how he's trialling, he looks really well placed. My only concern is I look back at her form prior to us, that 1200 looks better for her than 1000. But yeah, tomatoes. They're about the same price in the market. One's $5.15, one's $6 now, so they're pretty close. Then you can toss a coin, but both super chances.
Race 4 is the No Metro Wins Handicap over the 1400 metres. Kuda Tanier will run in this, 53 kilos. Ben Thompson on board. He has drawn barrier 12. With PlayUp, he is paying $16 to win and $4.80 for the place. He is first up on Saturday, and he probably will need a few runs into this prep and further out in trip. You've given a jump out and a barrier trial, but you'd like to see him hitting the line. Yeah,
pretty well. You hit the nail on the head there, Claire. He'll probably... He can suck you into one of his trials. Are probably sharp enough that you want to think he can run well at 1400. The history tells me he probably just can't. But if I can get this run under his belt, I can jump him quite quick if I want to 1800, etc. Once he gets out to the 2000 plus, that's when he's going to win his races. He's in really good order. He's come back. I think it was an actual fib he had last time, but he's in good shape. This horse. He feels well. He looks well. I'm sure he's in for a good prep, and he's kicking off at the right time. The carnival's over, the off-season race in the beginning. This will really suit him. So whatever he does on the weekend will improve him, and will particularly improve once he gets out in trip.
Okay. We'll move on to race 9 now, which is the 3-year-old handicap over 1200 metres. Freedom Rally will run in this, and he's our friend. He was chewing on a bit of wood before. Hopefully he's eating his feed now instead. He'll carry 55 kilos. Ben Thompson on board. He has drawn barrier 19. With PlayUp, he is paying $4 to win and $1.75 for the place. An impressive 2-length winner first up at this track and trip a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, he's drawn the car park, but he did win second up last prep at just a second start.
Yeah, he's a nice horse. I hadn't nominated 2 races. I just accepted in the 3-year-olds. I just felt he looks well placed in it, and the market tells me he is well placed in it, even off the wide draw. He's second favourite. He's a really smart horse. He's got good ability. He'll get out further. He'll get out to a mile easily. The barrier just worries me. He's riding in good form, Benny Thompson. He's going to have a pretty open mind here with him. I don't think going right back being really negative is the answer. I think he's just got to try and find his position, and that's easier for me to say than it is to do from that bad gate. But look, any luck in running, he's certainly the right horse here. These big 3-year-old fields, particularly at the end of the season, it's the last bit of cutest money for a few of these other horses. They always generate good pressure, and if they can generate pressure and string out a little bit, and we're able to slot in somewhere in the first half of the field with a bit of cover, I think he can run really well. He's above average horse, and he's certainly up to this grade.
Second runner we have in this race is Sunset Soiree. She'll carry 53 kilos. Kyle Wilson-Taylor on board. Drawn barrier at 13. With PlayUp, Sunset Soiree is paying $8 to win and $2.80 for the place. She is first up on Saturday as well, and did win dominantly on debut last prepo over this trip. A nice trial last week, and she does have some form around some good ones from her summer campaign, including the favourite for this race.
Yeah, she does. She's got good form. She come from I wouldn't say nowhere last prep, but she just really improved.
Yeah.
And she's come back a long way ahead of that this time.
Yeah.
So which you have to. Every time these horses go out and come back, these lightly raced ones, you want them to come back better. And she definitely has. Is she screwed down yet? No, she's not. She's going to improve off this. But we saw her run on at the end of a mile last time round. So, look, she'll be in the second half of the field. She'll hit the line well. It's just a matter of how sharp she's at 1200 on Saturday grade. You know, she won the maiden at 1200.
Yeah.
I probably think her best racing is going to be 7 furlong and a mile, so that'll be a run or so down the track. But look, she's in really good order. It wouldn't surprise me because she's a real race day horse. Everything she does in track works is good, but you trial her or race her and she's better. So look, I expected to race well because she's an improved filly. She's got the right form around her and she's going better this prep than last prep. Out of the two of them, Freedom Rally goes on top for me. I thought he was dominant the other day, fresh up, in a really good race. I think Merida was favourite in the No Metro win. He beat it easily the other day. So any luck from the draw, Freedom Rally I think is the winner.
Okay. We are into the final furlong of this week's Final Gallop. Who do you think your best winning chance at Eagle Farm on Saturday is?
Yeah, I think it's him. I hate tipping him off bad draws.
Yeah.
You know, racing's all about getting the right runs in races, and I know there's always an element of chance and luck which you need, and he's going to need a bit of luck from his draw, but if he gets to luck, he can win.
Well, he's listening to you.
I think he is.
I think he is, don't know. Your best each way chance for Saturday?
I didn't know what to do in that 1,000 metre race. I'm going to go Devastating. I think it's $6 or $6.50, whatever it is. I think he's definitely the each way. I love the run he's going to get. He'll just posse up behind him and he'll be really good at the 1,000. And he's very forward, even off that long break. He's very forward.
Okay, your best at the Provincials on a Sunday at the Sunshine Coast.
I'll probably ruin myself, and the owners might ruin me for tipping this, but I think he's Relight Bay. She's tricky.
Yeah.
When Ben Thompson after her last run, and he disposed her early, and she ran on well, but she's probably better ridden up behind them and getting out inside the last furlong and a half. So I'd love to see her step a bit better. I think Jimmy Orman's riding a Sunday. If she steps a bit better, she can be midfield and only get out inside the furlong and a half. If she does that, she can win. She's really found the right grades. A benchmark 58. It's a very low grade race, and I think she's arguably midweek level. So look, if she can't win Sunday, I'm all out of ideas, team. So I think she's my best. We've got a couple of 2-year-olds going up there late in the season.
Yeah.
Both have trialled quite well. So whether they're sharp enough for 1,000, I'm just not sure. But they're certainly pay to follow.
Okay. Your best track worker this week?
Best track worker this week. There's a few nice horses worked well on Tuesday morning. I didn't think any worked much better than Devastating. I think it was really good. Little Wonder was great in company as well. So those 1,000 metre horses worked as 1,000 metre horses should work. They're sort of sharp and they've had really nice weeks into this, so they're very fresh and well. So no, nice team of horses worked well into this on the weekend. I love seeing Skirt the Law Gallop Tuesday morning. For those out there wondering where the Magic Millions winner is, she's ready to have her first jump out or trial next Tuesday.
Okay.
And her work this week is very good. She looks well. She's a very big, strong girl now, so
She is.
she's one to look at in the next few weeks.
Okay, and your performance from the stable for the week?
Well, I didn't know how to play this. I think because Count the Bean's been busting to win another race, so it's hard not to say him. But I thought Sneaky Five's win was really good. She's off to stud now. She's gone for a short little let up before she flies over to France to get him foaled to Sione.
I think so.
Is that right? I think Sione.
So,
So well done to the Rosemont team. We certainly appreciate their support up here in Queensland. It's a long way from their home base in Victoria. But it's good to see Sneaky get another win on the board before she heads over to France to become a mum.
Absolutely. Now, courtesy of PlayUp, it's the stable special stable offer this week, and this week it is $3 for Freedom Rally to run in the top two in the last race. Last week PlayUp offered $3 for its Gollan special of 2 or more winners at Doomben, so punters were very happy that we won 2 races with Count the Bean and Sneaky Five.
Yeah, these offers have been pretty
They
good.
have.
I mean, we're getting some and just missing on a few others.
Yeah.
So, look, if you do want to have a bet and you do like these offers, it's easy to open an account up with this mob and have a little dabble on these. They're not bad value. I'd rather top 3 Freedom Rally. Come on, guys, give us a bit more than top 2. But it's obviously him, Mitch, and that have come up with this one. But look, I think these offers are pretty good. They're a bit of fun. And they're a good way to enjoy a different bet type on the day.
Absolutely. Okay, it is time for Cavs Corner, which is supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. No winners for Cavs Rocky Multi last week. Let's find what he's got for us this week.
Welcome to Cavs Corner for this week. This week we're going to travel Eagle Farm on Saturday. We'll go for a bit of value this week. We'll go Devastating a win into Kudu Tenaire a place. You'll get $26.40 for the $1 outlay. Good punting, guys.
So he's gone, devastating a win into Coupe de Tenerife Place. What are your thoughts on that one?
Oh, geez, I don't know. He's got, I think Devastating can run well, as I've mentioned already, but Coupe de Tenerife, he sucked me in before early in the prep. He feels sharp enough he's going to sprint at 7, and
then
he just bats amongst the trip. So I don't know. I'm not going to second guess the Cav man. He's done a good job while they've been away. I can't believe he didn't get a multi last week. We had 100 winners and he still didn't get it.
Didn't get it, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's hard to follow at the moment, Cav. I'm not sure. We'll soon see.
It'll be good value.
It'll be very good value, and he is a value man, so we'll see.
Absolutely. Good luck on Saturday at Eagle Farm, Tony. Back to headquarters for the stable.
Yep, really happy to be back. Loving being back here now after the break. Nice and fresh, and hopefully we can keep churning out these winners for everyone.
Absolutely. Best of luck.